guys, so coming with me, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. French inflation unexpectedly bulls back again in September. Paris Reuters French inflation slowed as unexpectedly for a second month running in September, breaking the trend in neighboring Germany and the wider Eurozone, helped by the decelerating increases in prices of energy and services that show on Friday. The INSWE National Statistic Agency said France's EU harmonized rate of annual inflation fell to 6.2% in September from 6.6% a month earlier, confounding economists' average forecast for a slight acceleration to 6.7% in a Reuters poll. Inflation peaked in July at a record 6.8% in the Eurozone, second largest economy, which is faring better than its neighbors in taming prices rates, although some economists were France's heavy spending on blanket protection for households is storing up pain for later. September's fall in inflation is certainly good news, although it is too early to claim victory as stress is in the energy sectors is expected to intensify over the coming month. S&P Markets Intelligence senior economist Diego Inscaro said data show on Friday Eurozone inflation zone past forecast to hit a new record height of 10.0% in September, reinforcing expectation for another jumbo interest rate hike from the European Central Bank in October. The allocation from 9.1% last month was still driven mainly by volatile energy and food prices, but continue to burden out with virtually all categories from service to industrial goods now showing painfully high readings. German inflation hit 10.9% in September, its highest in more than a quarter of a century, while consumer prices in the Netherlands jumped 70% in September, its highest in decades due to skyrocketing energy prices. A breakdown of the French numbers showed the lower headline inflation rate was due primarily to weaker energy price inflation, which at 17.9% was the lowest in a year. With the government capping French power and gas prices, energy prices eased as crude oil prices fell and carvel subsidies and discounts from some suppliers took effect at the start of September. Lower service prices also contributed to weaker inflation in September after the crunch to recession subsidies for many service business. Despite the lower inflation and the government measures to keep a lid on it, French consumer morale remains fragile, falling more than expected in September as concerns about inflation depended according to INSWE monthly survey earlier this week. Separately, NC said on Friday that consumer spending was unchanged in August after falling in July. Eurozone employment unchanged at record low of 6.6%. Brussels Reuters Eurozone employment was unchanged at a record low of 6.6% of the workforce in August. The European Union Statistics Office Eurostat said on Friday, matching expectation of economic poll by Reuters. Eurostat said that in absolute terms, the number of people without jobs in the 19 countries sharing the euro fell further to 10,766 million in August from 10,699,6 million in July. The figures was 1,358 billion lower than in August 2021 when the unemployment rate was 7.5%. For your state, let's click I think that's all from me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.